Dear friends, today I would like to talk about something which is very important in psychology, that is illusionary truth effect. That is very important topic. What is illusionary truth effect? Basically, illusionary truth is something which basically is not a truth. It is not a fact, not a reality. But just because the crowd believes in these things, so a person start to believe in this thing. Just because of the crowd, the impact of the crowd belief system is too much that it is going to affect yours also. Suppose some bunch of people or a group of people believe someone is a bad person or someone is a good person. We do not use our mind, we get affected by others' thinking, and we start to pre-assume, like, okay, what others are saying, that is the fact. That is illusionary truth effect. That truth which is like an illusion, which is not a fact, which looks like a truth, an illusion that looks like a truth. It is applicable in all the things, whatever it is. Basically, by understanding the illusionary truth effect, we can understand that we should not be indulged in the things that force us to believe about someone, whether it is true or not. We should not assume anything about any person, even if we are very much sure that people are saying good things about someone or anything XYZ, whatever it is. If someone is saying anything about anyone, that it's a good person, it's a bad person, don't judge others on the basis of others' criteria. You should first of all experience yourself with some calculated risk. Suppose there is a person in your family and everyone is saying that this person is not a good person, and instead of believing your assumptions, you should talk to that person and you will understand that whether this is true or not, it is fact or not. And basically, in a normal situation, it doesn't really affect, but someone who is suffering from mental disorders, then it plays a very important role, because a lot of people who are suffering from emotional and mental issues, they believe everything whatever comes in their mind. And why anything comes in their mind? It is just because people are talking like these things, people are saying a lot of nonsense things which makes no sense, which are completely illogical and irrational in their nature. But just because people are saying, for example, when you go to the villages, there are a lot of people who are illiterate, they have nothing to do with the science, they are non-scientific people, but they have a lot of belief system which is completely non-scientific and completely superstitious. And just because of these things, just because of illusionary truth effect, that superstitions prevails. These basically goes on and on from generation to generation, and it is going to impact every person on a very severe and a deep level. So illusionary truth effect is very important. If we see the superstition points, if we see the situation from the superstition point of view, then we will understand that if we will understand illusionary truth effect, then we will understand that we should not believe whatever is perceived by people as a truth, because it can be an illusion, and mostly times it is an illusion. Because if you will try to understand from your normal mind, or with just your normal understanding, then you will understand that a lot of superstitions are going on in the society without even being judged, and we do not have any clue that why these superstitions exist. The psychology explains the fact, and that phenomena is called illusionary truth effect. And there is called process fluency also. What is process fluency? Because something we believe so deeply in the subconscious mind, it is rooted so deeply, and so we do not have any kind of difficulty in processing that information or acting on that information. We simply work on it, we simply process it, because we have deep rooted information in our mind, and we are very clear that okay, this is something which is very much clear in our mind, and that's what we need to do. So I just want to say that without going into the details, I would like to say that if you want to get out of the superstition, fears or phobias, then you need to understand the illusionary truth effect. And if you will understand the power of illusionary truth effect, then you can easily understand that superstitions are basically an illusion which is perceived as a truth, and which we accept, embrace without verifying, and which we give a lot of space in our subconscious mind, and that become an habit, and which deeply impact our life. And that is also in the case of obsessive compulsive disorder patients. They are also like this. Whatever thought is coming into their mind, they are thinking that it's a fact, and without checking they just accept it, and then that thought basically damages their life. So if you are suffering from OCD, pure obsession, superstition, fears and phobias, then illusionary truth effect is very important for you to understand. You need to study this thing in detail, and if you will study and if you will understand that concept of psychology, then you will understand that what is the basis of your superstitions, and you can easily get out of it if you want to get out of it. If you really want, if you're really suffering and you want to get out of it, you can easily, if you will understand this concept. If you have any questions regarding this or anything, you can ask in comment section. Thank you.